Hello, this is waspbloke and welcome to my Mad Cow Machine lava cooker tutorial. I just want to start this tutorial with this, which isn't anything to do with what the tutorial's about, but I've just been watching Docm's Motherboard 3 tutorial, and I didn't like the snaking two-dimensional layout, so I just modified it for the third dimension for the holding cells. So what happens here, the cows that are being bred drop down onto this track here, which puts them into the first cell on the top. They work their way back and then they get pushed out of the back of the last cell and carry on the row below, which eventually winds up in them returning to the front of the queue for breeding. The upper cells are all on half slabs so that the cows can fit through as they're travelling in the carts. This back one is cut short just so they just get spat straight out onto the track below and carry on into the cell. This can be extended sort of all the way, as far back as you want really, and loaded up via the back here. You just knock these blocks out here and then continue that track onto there and then load them up, and then you just have to, once they get to the front of the queue here and come up to the breed, you just knock them back and then carry on. And you just have to keep sort of cycling them that way until all of the cells are filled up. I don't see any particular reason why this couldn't be stacked up more layers on top. I've not actually tried it myself yet, but I'm sure that could be done. So you could have, several more cells per row and then several rows stacked up on top of each other, sort of alternating forwards, backwards, like that, and keep going up. So yeah, there's a alteration to Docm's Motherboard 3 there. All works as you'd expect. Let's just show you it working. Through they come. Wheat. Where's the wheat? No. There it is. Breed these. Watch for a baby cow. There it goes. And send them back. There they go. And that's it. Very straightforward. The only other thing I suppose just to point out is when the signal for advancing them comes to here, redstone torch lights this spot of dust, which knocks out that torch, which when the signal's switched on to advance them, these two will be inverted, so that dust will be ignited and it will propagate the signal to the next row down. So there you go. Anyway, right, back to the tutorial at hand. This is my lava cooker. If you've seen my SMP episode on the MindCraft server where I built my Mad Cow machine, this is the lava cooker component of it stripped out, with the gate at the top. It's switched on at the moment. Let's turn it off. So there is it's closed up and accepting no items for cooking. Just something of note about this, because of the way I've got this set up, anything that's one block high or shorter doesn't get killed by the lava, so this can cook anything that's over one block high basically. Let's pop a cow in there. Get rid of that pig. The point about this machine or this cooker rather, is that mobs can keep dropping into it and it will just keep cooking them. So you know, it doesn't matter if there's one's already in here. You know, it doesn't have to wait for, you know, one to clear before the next one can come in. They can just keep dropping in and dropping in. It will just keep firing and firing and firing. The reason why we don't have these dispensers just spilling out the lava continuously is because when it switches off, you end up with a sort of like a source pool of lava just sort of hanging around there, which we don't really want. Yeah. Okay. I'll just nip onto the MindCraft test server and show you the prototype that I built there. So I'll just be back in a moment on the MindCraft test server. Okay, here we are on the test server, and here's the prototype, and this one has the breeding area included. So this is where I breed the cows. You might have seen this on my SMP episode. So I breed the cows here. The water sort of stops them wandering off, keeps them in place, and when I want to flush the system, the pistons with these half slabs drop, the water sluices over, stopping short of the drop hole here. The drop hole opens up. Most of the cows will get flushed down there into the cooker, and it's not an immediate. I'll just show you this running actually, might as well. So let's bung a load of cows down. Oops. Sorry about the noise of the cows. So there we go, we've bred a load of cows. They're all contained on our pool, and then time to cook them. And because the lava's up here, all the drops are saved. We get all the drops, no losses at all, as far as I can tell. So if we just have a look at what's happening to the cows. So they'll just keep sort of jostling each other into the cooker. So they're not all just like plopping through in one go. I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that we could make that happen, but we don't really need that to happen. This is alright, we'll just sort of jostle through. In this way as well, you know, some of them will save themselves by hanging onto this edge, so you know, once we get a break and we've decided that we've got enough items, we can just say, okay, shut it off, collect all the drops. Job's a good one. And there we go, we've saved some for the next round of breeding. Okay, let's go back onto my single player world and we'll get on with showing you how to build the actual lava cooker. Like I say, this part of it, the actual breeding arena here that I've got, I mean, this could be anything that you want, and this could, you know, this could be a mob trap really. Your breeding and storage solution can be anything. It's just, you know, directing them into the lava cooker. So I think that's the unique thing here. Apart from, you know, I mean, that's pretty. I don't think I've seen anybody else doing a sort of a circular water pen like that. But anyway, the lava cooker is what we're here to investigate. So I'll just get back onto my world and then we'll see how we build it. Okay, here we are back in my test world. Right, the things to note about this before we start building it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 blocks total in height that it takes up, and what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks wide, and the essential part of it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks deep. So 8 by 8 by 10. Okay, right, the first thing we need to do, let's just let's just show you on this one before I start building a new one. This section here is the clock, so it's a clock that's started by the pressure plate, contact with the pressure plate, lights up this dust and fires the piston here, which then starts this clock running, which sends out a pulse up here and that way left and right to the dispensers, which is just fast enough just to just give a quick release of lava that doesn't linger. These torches here, there's some hidden behind there, they just prime the pistons, not pistons, sorry, dispensers. And then these pistons up here are the gate that closes the machine off when we want to prevent any mobs dropping into the oven, into the cooker. So it's fairly straightforward. You've just got a clock sending a pulse to the dispensers, and that's it really. It's quite a straightforward bit of business. So yeah, well, let's just have a show you how to build this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. And this is where our pressure plates are going to activate the dust, which we need from here. So dust, 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 dust. Torch and whoops, piston, block, and then dust all along here. As you can see, you've got a short circuit there, so you chop that off there and that prevents the short circuit. Now, which way does this go? That points into that block, which then powers that dust, which then returns its power that way. Okay, so that's the clock. Fairly simple. Next thing to do is pressure plates. Dump, 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 dump. 4 pressure plates, and now there you go, there's the clock running. Now that's running far too fast for the dispensers, so let's just check we've got those on. What's that? 2, 3 ticks, isn't it? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's about as fast as the dispensers can handle it. I did a little bit of testing with that. So there's the basic setup with the clock and the pressure plates. The next thing we need to do is actually put the pistons in place. So this is our floor to walk around and collect our drops, so we'll just complete the floor. There we go. And then we need a back wall in. And a side wall. Okay. And then we keep building this side. Oops, what happened there? Crazy bit of lag. So there we go, and we'll just pop these here just for a moment, and we'll remove these again. Oops, I don't want to be there. Now we put our dispensers against these blocks here and take them away again. So there we go, dispensers in place. And then we need to put some dust here. This is the dust that will fire the dispensers. And we need a block here, and repeaters to power those lines of dust there. And then we simply bring these to meet each other, leaving this one free here. And I'm just going to put that in there, just bring this down here, and then we can take a line of dust from there up to our two repeaters along there. So there we go. The next thing we need to do is prime our, let's just put that back wall in there. Yep, there you go. Is to prime the dispensers. Does that need to be there? No, it doesn't. So just pop a torch next to each of them. Torch there, hear the click. Torch there, listen for the click. So the dispensers are all primed now. And now we simply think, yeah, that's it. That is the basic oven. And there we go. If we had lava in there, it'd be doing its job. The important thing here, of course, is not to put the lava in right until the very end when you're ready to start cooking. Excuse me. And where do I want my switch? The switch is 2 back from the thing. Okay, just needed to check that. So the switch for the whole machine, or rather just to open the gates, it doesn't actually do anything at the clock and dispenser circuit. It just opens the gate, allowing the mobs to fall into the trap. Why aren't these torches on? Ah, I see. Yes. Okay. Made a slight mistake there. Put a block there. Take that block away again. So we just run that along there. Take these blocks out. That's it. Okay. The power was causing those torches to be off. So torch there and torch there. Okay. Yeah, that looks better anyway, doesn't it? Got a symmetrical feel to it, as well as being right. I apologise, tiny error. So the switch here just wants a torch on the back of it, and then as you can see, what we've got here is this line just running around, powering the pistons that control the gate. And you can also drop a redstone lamp in just underneath the torch, just to as an indicator, so that you know it's turned on. Let's just fill in a bit of the blocks around here. Oops. There we go. There. That's good. Then this will be our track, and we will want blocks on top of there to stop the circuits crossing over for the gate. So where does the gate go? That goes immediately above the dispensers. So we shall stick a couple of blocks there, and then pop our sticky pistons onto there. Oops. there. Your gate can be anything. I've got it as glowstone in that one over there, but doesn't really matter. We want to stick some blocks on the back there and then take those out. Oops. And we leave those ones there because that's the ceiling in the cooker room. And repeater, 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 and block, block, and bring our track round. And there we go. And then just simply dust all the way. And there we go. So there's our gate open, gate closed. Dead simple. And the only other thing to do then is just fill in some of this, just to get rid of some of the holes and make it look symmetrical, of course, because that's very important. We'll leave that like that, and then this is underneath the layer, so you'll have another, because you can't put anything there, so you'll have either a full block or half slab layer where to make the floor of whatever, I don't know, flushable arena that you've got, or this might just be a drop into a mob trap up above, a 2x2 drop. It's entirely up to you how you want to, what mobs you want to cook, assuming they're taller than 1 block high, and how you get them into the opening of the oven. So yep, that's pretty much it, and then it's just a case of just filling in the gaps, making it look complete, and prettify it however you like it. There we go. And that is pretty much that. Dead simple. Clock sends pulse to the dispenser, dispenses lava, and gates to control access to the cooker. And the last thing to do, the most important part, put our lava buckets into dispensers. Oops. Lava in that one, that one, that one, and that one. And then let's have some cow eggs. Open the gates. Throw some cows in. There we go. Steak and leather. Like I say, we can just keep throwing these in. Dump, 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 and it will just keep cooking them and cooking them. There we go, lovely. Lovely, delicious steak. And all the leather you'll ever need for your book making and leather pant making needs. Yep, there we go. One tutorial on how to make your own pulsing lava cooker, mad cow machine, whatever you want to call it. Okay, thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed this, and hope it's been informative and helpful. Thanks very much, bye bye.